Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Brandy and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a monthly, kind of like a monthly check-in for all of my Libras out there. So let's see what March has in store for us. All right, so I'm going to lay out the cards first and then we will get to your reading. Ooh, so far so good. Ooh, Libra. Are you guys interested in love? Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, okay. Libra. So, first off, this card right here represents your current self. This is where you are. This is the Queen of Cups. Are you feeling pretty fulfilled at the moment? Are you feeling like life is treating you well? Things are going good? Are you feeling pretty balanced? One thing I'll ask you is, are you feeling like you're tapping into your intuition? Are you following your heart? Are you listening to your heart and your intuition? She's very much in tune with her emotions, very much in tune with her intuition. She's not afraid to show her emotions, and she's not afraid to celebrate her emotions. So this is where you are right now for the month of March. That's awesome. I wish I was. Here's your theme. Your theme for the month is the Emperor. That is a pretty awesome theme to have. I mean, that's pretty awesome. So, Spirit wants you to really hone in on your power, really take control of what it is that you want to do. So, be comfortable in your shoes. Take action within your life. Don't just let life happen to you. Be proactive in your life and go and get what you want from it. So Spirit wants you to take heed. You are the master of your dominion, of your life, of your soul's path. So you need to really embody that confident, compassionate role to really exercise the control over your own reality. So really hone in on your power, hone in on your ability to manifest what it is that you want. I mean, the Emperor is very chill. I mean, he's like, yep, right here, I'm the king. I'm the kingmaker. You see this right here? I got everything I need. I know where I'm going. I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. So Spirit really wants you to embody that powerful, commanding kind of energy. Not in a like asshole or jerk kind of way, but you don't have to prove yourself to anyone else. You just have to stay in your lane, follow your own path, and be confident in it. Okay, so let's move on to number 3, a key goal to pursue. Ooh, Libra. So we have the 5 of Wands. 5s usually indicate some kind of friction, some kind of argument. So they want you to work on, instead of fighting with other people, which is what the 5 of Wands usually indicates, some kind of conflict, competition, where others are in the picture in a negative way. With it being reversed, they want you to really think about collaborating with others, working with others. So this could be within, I don't see a lot that indicates like a work issue. This feels more like a personal aspect of your life. I mean, yeah, we've got pentacles here and here, but this is more you. So I would say work on softening your approach to others. You can be a little overwhelming. You can be a little bit of So Spirit is saying you can be a little bitchy, and that's okay. Doesn't matter if you're male or female, we can all be bitches. You need to learn to relax that a little bit, you know, back off a little bit on that. I mean, be confident in yourself, but not to the point where you're putting others down. So you need to learn to work with other people, learn to collaborate with other people. It could be that there is some kind of family conflict with the people around you, or maybe even with some of your friends. This feels like a personal, like someone or more than one person that means a lot to you. It's like you're fighting with them. So that's why I say family or friends. This is more of a family vibe for me, looking at these pictures. You might also, some of you Libras, tend to want to stay out of an argument. So even if you want to stand up for yourself and, you know, put your guard up and, you know, defend yourself, you don't do it. So you need to work on that. So the two, I would say, the two groups here, Libra, is if you are too in your face with people, you need to learn to collaborate. You need to really work on being better within a group environment. And on the other hand, if you're the type that has trouble standing up for yourself and really putting yourself out there and saying, you know what, I don't agree with this, you need to work on that. You need to learn to stand up for yourself. Not bad so far, Libra. This is pretty good. So, oh man, this is the Lover's card. But this position is an obstacle to overcome. So an obstacle to overcome in March is the Lovers. I think of this card more as the choice. You're going to have to make a decision. Man, oh man. This really does feel like a choice. It feels like someone that you're having issues with. Libra, you're really having issues with standing up for yourself. So between the Emperor and the Five of Wands being turned upside down. With the Lovers here, I mean, the Lovers can mean dualities, it can mean a choice, it can even mean like a new love interest coming in. It also speaks of being in a place where you have the healthy boundaries to bring in love. Okay, and to do that, you have to work on loving yourself. You have to work on putting yourself mentally in a position to where you are exuding the love and compassion that you are looking for. Because the type of love that you're going to bring in is going to be the same type that you are emitting out, right? So if it's a negative energy that you're putting out in the world, you're going to get a relationship that's not going to bring you all the joy that it could bring. So with these two being here, this feels more like you need to make a choice between, are you going to continue to allow others to kind of wrap you around their finger, kind of control you in a way, or are you going to step up and say, you know what, this is who I am, this is how I feel, and if you don't like it, I'm just not going to be able to be around you anymore. You need to really work on self-love. You need to really work on that confidence level that you believe you're worthy of love and you believe that you are capable of being loved, because you have to love yourself before you can love anyone else. So you need to think about that. So that's something. So for some of you, it's going to be a choice about, okay, am I loving myself enough? But then for others, it's going to be, you need to think about breaking down those boundaries. If you're in a position where when you're around other people, you tend to kind of get in their face and like overcompensate for your internal feelings of lack, you're not going to bring any kind of love in. You're going to have your wall so high up that no one's going to be able to get through it. So you really need to work on love inside so that it will come from the outside. So that's your choice, Libra, depending on which group you fall into. Wow, Libra, you're really working on your internal spirit and internal path in March. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Okay, so now we're going to look at the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This is a major accomplishment for the month of March. Libra, are you giving up too quickly? Do you tend not to follow through with things? Do you have that scarcity mindset of no matter what I put my attention to, with work, with abundance, with material gains, that it's never going to come to fruition? So you need to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. It takes a while for change to occur. And the fact that this is upside down means that you're having difficulty accepting that aspect. So you really need to work on seeing the big picture here. So your accomplishment for the month of March is going to be when you can accept that Rome wasn't built in a day, that you have to take baby steps before you can walk, and then you have to learn to walk before you can run. There's these tiny, minute steps that you have to do before you can get the full foundation laid the way you need it. So you need to work on that. And in this case, that's going to be your, kind of like your to-do list. Think of it that way, to where you got to work on really buckling down and saying, okay, this feeling of I got to have it now, it should have been done yesterday. Why isn't this, surfacing in my life? Why am I not seeing any kind of productivity in this? You have to say, you know what? I'm heading in the right direction. I'm doing everything I can. It will come. This victory will come. So let's look at number 6. What to avoid? The Three of Swords. Man, Libra, you have got some heavy things going on. I hate to say it, but you do. So let's look at this. You need to avoid thinking only of the big thing that you need to avoid in March is closing yourself off. You need to avoid the idea that you're never going to get what you deserve, that it always ends in heartbreak, that no matter how hard you try, you never succeed, because that's not true. It may feel that way. It may be that it takes much longer than you anticipated for it to occur, but Spirit is saying you have to avoid this mindset of it's never going to happen. This give and take is painful, to where no matter what you give, you only receive lack and scarcity and people who treat you wrong. You've got to let that go. You've got to release that mindset. I don't feel that this is saying that you're going to, if you're in a relationship, that the relationship is going to end. I don't see that. This really is an internal journey for you in March. You're really going to be working on gaining your confidence so that you can expel these self-limiting beliefs that you have really, really compacted inside of you, to where you just don't see that there's any other alternative. It's never going to get better. It's almost like you feel like you're doomed to continue to repeat a cycle of just bleh. Like nothing, it feels like you think nothing's ever going to turn out right. You're never going to find your love. You're never going to have the career you wanted. You're never going to have the house that you wanted. I mean, it just feels like that's all that's in your mind. But Spirit is saying that you really need to work on your emotions. You really need to work on loving yourself and embracing your inner self. It seems to be like there is a break between your inner self and your outer self. Almost like you can't collaborate and work with other people because you're so closed off, thinking that they're just waiting to hurt you, right? Somehow they're going to stab you in the back. So it's better off to just work on your own, stick in your own lane, and just let it go. And you've got to work on that. That's a lesson that you've really got to learn. And that's hard. That really is hard. Okay, so let's look at Three of Pentacles. This stands for what to embrace. And you have the Three of Pentacles. I mean, oh, that's interesting. So Three of Pentacles, that's cooperation. Look, you need to embrace cooperation with others, group work together, kind of like finding your own tribe, finding your own community, finding your own group that can reflect back to you what you need, right? So maybe it has to do with work. Generally, Pentacles can mean work, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be like a hobby that you're maybe getting a little extra money for. But this is saying teamwork. You really need to embrace teamwork, group work, some kind of community work. And when you work with others, when you can learn to work in a group setting, the sky's the limit. You're going to be able to manifest a lot more in your life than just on your own. So let's move on. Where to find support? 10 of Cups. Wow. Wow. That's really interesting. I mean, on one hand, it's like you feel like you don't have anyone, like you can't trust anyone. But then on the other side of this, you've got community. This also means community. It means family. It means the life you've always wanted. It means some kind of like a divine or soul connection. And it could be with your significant other. And it could just be your kids. It could be your family. That's where your support is. It feels like your support isn't within work, but it's within the home. So you may be working in a very stress-induced environment. Maybe like a high-stress job, like a lawyer, or you could be like a restaurant manager, because wow, I can't even imagine being a restaurant manager now. I've worked in the restaurant business and in retail, and my hat's off to you guys, because I couldn't do it now. I couldn't do it. I did it when I was younger, but I couldn't do it now. I'd be like, no. I'd get fired because I'd say something I shouldn't say. But this feels like your support system isn't home. It has nothing to do with work. It has to do with your family soul connection. That's your community. I mean, that really feels like that's what your community is here. Okay, so the final card, advice and encouragement. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. So Spirit's telling you need to let go. See this? Whatever this was that was bothering her, she has set it afire and she's released it. She's like, you know what? I'm releasing this to the universe and I'm going my own way, and I'm moving past this into my own light, into my own ray of sunshine. She's not bogged down. She's not sad. She's just moving on. She's put this behind her. Whatever this is, she's put it behind her and she's moving on. To me, this doesn't feel like a disappointment. Sometimes people say, it's like overcoming a disappointment. You didn't get what you wanted. This doesn't feel that way. I mean, this almost feels like a ceremony. When you make the conscious decision that you're not going to deal with something anymore and you let it go. You say, that's it, I'm done with it. In this case, she's physically releasing it through burning it and walking away. So she's released it to the universe for the universe to take unto itself again, and she's moving on to the next step in her journey. So Spirit wants you to continue moving forward. Don't get stagnant and stuck in one place where you're only focused on this one negative kernel when there's so much more on the horizon here. You just need to keep going. All right, Libra. So let's pull some clarifiers. Let's see. I'm really interested in this 3 of Wands. So let's do 3 of Wands. Why is 3 of Wands here? Whoops. Eight of Swords reversed. My goodness. Man, Libra. Libra. Holy cow. Okay, so how can I put this politely? It's almost like you feel like you're some kind of victim here. Like everyone's against you. Like you're kind of like, I hate to say it, but you're kind of like the person that's like, oh, woe is me. No matter what has happened to anyone else around you, you always have a story that you feel is worse. that basically allows you to remain shackled to the past. You are not willing to move forward. You are not willing to let go of any of these past issues, these past events, past occurrences. It could be something very serious. And it could be very hard for you to move past it. If you've been a victim of assault in any form, of course that is going to be hard to get past. It's going to be hard to work through. If that is the case, please speak to someone. Take the first step and get some help through therapy. Talk to someone about it. You will find your community when you do. So let's look at the 7 of Pentacles. Why is the 7 of Pentacles here? And, oh no! Oh. It's gone behind the desk. Oh no. Oh no. It's the Fool. It's the Fool and I can't get to it. No. Okay. Okay, Libra. I had to move the desk, but there we go. The Fool. So for this position, don't forget, this is a major accomplishment for the month. The thing is, you want to jump at an opportunity. There's something around you that's available to you. However, you don't feel like it's going to work out. So you don't even think you should even go for it. You shouldn't even try it. Spirit wants you to know that until you can move past this idea of everything is always going to be the same, it's not going to change, it's always going to be bad, it's always going to, turn out bad in the end, you're never going to be able to live your true soul's path. So you need to really work on loving yourself and embracing who you really are, your authentic, confident, capable self. Stop trying to control others. Stop trying to be the person that lashes out with others before your fear of them lashing towards you occurs. You have to stop that. You really got to stop playing the victim and say, you know what? Everyone hurts. Everyone gets hurt. I'm not going to let it overtake who I am. That's hard. That's really hard. Okay, one more. I want to find out the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? Lovers, 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 lovers. Lovers, 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 lovers. Well, dang it. Okay, Libra, your cards are flying out today. You're waiting to see what's coming. You've put out some kind of energy and you're waiting for it to come in. You're looking for it. Boy, are you looking for it. But you haven't heard anything back yet. The fact that it's the 2 of Wands with the Lovers think about it. You have a choice and you have the 2 of Wands. You've started something. You've put out the energy. You've put out the vibration. And you're waiting to see when it's going to come back to you. But then if you look at the next step here for the month, you don't really believe that it's going to come back anyway. There's not going to be anything to celebrate. There's not going to be anything that's going to come to fruition for you. So you're shooting yourself in the foot before you even really begin. So Libra, my advice to you for March is you're going to have to work on loving yourself, relaxing that control, because you need to be the emperor and you need to be confident and you do need to have a certain level of control, but it's control within, not without. That's your key for March. And when you do, you're going to let go of this mentality of nothing good ever happens to me. There's not any happiness to find. But you've really got to work on community and collaboration. most likely it's going to take you talking to someone and really working with your whoever's the closest to you, whether it's family or a close friend, before you're able to fully walk away and embrace who you are and let go of the controlling, needy, victim-minded mentality. Libra! Oh my gosh, that's a heavy, heavy month. March has been heavy for everyone, so don't feel bad. Libra, I hope you got something out of this. Obviously, this isn't going to be for everyone. If it resonated with you, please hit that like button, bonk that little subscribe button, and ding that bell notification. It lets you know when I upload new videos. I hope everyone has a wonderful month, and I'll see you next time. Bye!